What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Road to Ruinerandom. I just start off this video showing you the club as it is right now. What you're going to see in this video is all the footage I've got left and the club as it is after this footage has been played. So my record is 94, 8 and 11. I've got 10,000 coins and then I go ahead and show you the teams I have built. Well, the two teams I've fully completed, obviously the Russian Premier League, apart from perhaps getting Enquiries in goal instead of that 75 rated dude, and the other team I have completed, well I say completed again, it is a completed team, the British Premier League team, but I do want to get Nani at left midfield and Tarat to be the other centre midfielder instead of McCarthy, and they will come in due course. I've also built this Liga do Brasil team. We're gonna be improving that a bit. I want to change the left back and right back as I've clicked on those there. Obviously, I want to get like probably Fagner at right back, and I don't know who left back because Marcio Azevedo is a bit out my league. And then I've so far got 4 players towards the Serie A team. I'm going to be playing a 4-4-1-1. Yeah, hopefully that should be pretty good. So the games that are going to be coming up, I'm just going to let play. First of all, just going to say, if we could get 1,000 likes, that would be amazing. I'm uploading 2 videos today because we asked on Twitter, what do you want to see? Do you want to see Ruinerandom or Kinishne? Which was basically in English, do you want to see Ruinerandom or Road to Ruinerandom? And it was pretty split all the way through. So I'm uploading both, but today's episode, guys, I want to talk to you about music. I get asked quite a lot, what music do I like? Who are my top 5 artists? What do I listen to during the day? And what do I listen to when I'm at work and all that kind of business. So I'm going to try and take you through music for me from when I first remember music to now, basically. And try and like let you guys know a little bit about my music and what I do and stuff, because I know we've got a lot of subscribers now that don't know that I make music and probably haven't even seen the 2 tracks that I've got on my channel, but I'll put links to those on the screen now, one in the top left, one in the top right, and if you guys could have a listen to those, that'd be pretty awesome. I personally think they're very good. I understand some people won't like them, I'm okay with that. It's not everyone's type of music, but music for me, the first album I ever got was Backstreet Boys, and it was on cassette, and I don't remember how old I was. I must have been 12, maybe 11 years old. And I love the Backstreet Boys. I went through a phase, like the first phase of music for me at that sort of age was pop music, you know, dare I say it, Spice Girls. I had one of the basically the first 3 albums I ever had, ever owned were Spice Girls, Spice World, Backstreet Boys, Backstreet's Back, and Michael Jackson's History. They were just that was the sort of music I liked. I love Michael Jackson back then, and I love him to this day. His music is inspirational. It's music that puts me through moods. If I'm in a bad mood, I can listen to MJ and be in a good mood. If I'm in a good mood, I can be in a great mood, or I can listen to one of his songs and be in a very emotional mood. You know, he has something for everyone. But what he does most for me, what I like most from Michael Jackson when I listen to him, is his just undoubted ability to make me want to dance. I love dancing, which is a lot of people are probably going to think, oh my god, that's so gay, blah blah blah. But I love like street dancing, popping, locking, waving, gliding. I can crip walk a fair bit. Like, you know, I love that whole street scene of dance. And whenever I listen to Michael Jackson, it just makes me want to break out no matter where I am. Like, I could be on the platform on the way home from work on like the platform at Liverpool Street, and more often than not I just end up dancing. it's ridiculous. The other day, I actually think I told this when it happened. The other day I was on the platform, and where I stand on the platform is right up the top, and it's always at like midnight, so there's hardly any people on there, and I was, you know, dancing away to myself, didn't see anyone there. All of a sudden I just turn around and there's this woman stood like not 5 feet from me, and I shat my pants. I was like, oh my god, so embarrassing. But after that, in terms of music, as I grew up through being like 15 and 16, the sort of music that I developed into liking, if that is the way you should say it, is more R&B, soul and Motown. Like, I got Craig David's Born to Do It album, which to this day is one of my favourite albums. And Craig David is just in general one of my favourite artists, and it's just, again, it was one of those albums where you sit there and you'll listen to it throughout every single song and just love it. And I just completely did love it. And through that, it's really weird, like through soul music and through Motown and just general, like, I guess just through kind of R&B, I started learning about hip hop and garage, and I went through a period of loving garage, Oxide and Neutrino, So Solid Crew. I can't remember the names of most of the garage not bands, but like artists and stuff now that I used to listen to. This is an amazing goal by Wellington, by the way, or Wellington. And I used to listen to like just all your traditional 90s garage, like I'll put some links to some tracks I see as like big garage tunes, but today's garage scene I cannot stand. Like whenever I listen to it, it just drives my head nuts. Like I can't listen to it. It doesn't appeal to me at all. It's just like, it's just noise, you know. But I started getting heavy into hip hop at around the age of 18. Hip hop, underground rap, and I mean I never really lost interest in any kind of style of music. I've always loved soul, Motown. I've always loved 90s garage. I've always loved R&B. Like I've got, you know, I listen to a lot of R&B throughout the day. But I started listening to a lot of hip hop, and hip hop is just hip hop and rap. And I mean hip hop in the sense of like real hip hop, not like the crap that you see on today's like Box or MTV that they would say was hip hop. That's not hip hop, you know. But I listened to hip hop back then, and it made me start writing music. And when I was 18, I started writing music and started writing lyrics and started battling on websites and stuff like that. And it was just, it was such an eye-opener, you know, how easy music can help you unload, you know, how easy you can just write a track or write anything. It doesn't have to be a track. You could just sit there and write. It could be a poem. It could just be just words, but in, you know, in the form of rhyming. And it's something that just really helped me through a lot of my late teen years, from like 18, 19, 20. Hip hop and writing music in general was just massive for me. And like I say, if you guys want to check out my tracks, like you'll hear a little bit about what I go through in my tracks, and I've nearly finished another one now as well. I should be able to record the hook for that in the next week or so. That will be the one that I'm going to release next. Is literally be the deepest, most emotional thing I've ever written and ever like released to the public. The video is coming up to an end, guys. So I'm actually going to end it here, but I do want to talk more about music because we're still at a very early stage in the music conversation. But put in the comment section, guys, your thoughts on music, what you like, your favourite artists, things like that. And I'll happily chat to you guys about it in the comment section. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.
A late goal, real drama, emotions running high, and the extremes of emotion, joy and despair.
Yeah, and I thought the winning team, they were just a little bit fitter. They had the legs going in to the final stages and probably deserved it.